Hello and welcome back to the channel. Here I'm sending the drone up like always to check the roof out first. This is a 3-unit apartment. The upstairs has a 3-bedroom, 1-bath apartment, and then the downstairs has a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment and a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. This roof is relatively new and they put architectural shingles on it and it looks very nice. One very odd thing about this roof is that pipe coming through the roof right there that went to an old furnace. And as you will see later in the video when we go into the attic, there's nothing connected to that. So instead of removing it, they just roofed over it. Next, we move on to the chimney to see if it was flashed at all or properly. Not very often you find a chimney that is flashed at all or even correctly. This one doesn't look too bad. As we move to the back of the house here, you can see those PVC pipes coming out of the wall. That's from the new furnace that was put upstairs in the attic. And the fascia board looks pretty decent. It could use a scotch of paint though. And as we fly around to the other side here, you can see there's no other roof penetrations other than the chimney. But here you take a look at the chimney and you can see where it could use a little bit of work. And lastly, we take a look at this porch roof. As you can see, it's rolled roofing and it looks in very good shape. Overall, I'm very happy with all the roofing. It looks very good and I don't think there's any issues to take care of immediately. Okay, now let's head out to the perimeter of the property. As I've mentioned in other videos, things you want to do when you're looking at the exterior properties is check the foundation wall, check for cracks, crumbling, and other defects, the concrete block or the poured concrete, whichever it may be. You want to check on the downspouts and the gutters. If you have downspouts that are not pointing away from the house, you're going to have water seeping into the basement and it's also going to ruin your foundation wall. Also, you're looking for the condition of the siding, whether it's vinyl, aluminum, or cedar shake. As you can see here, there's some plywood that's been boarded up over windows or old doors or whatever this may be. Your insurance is not going to like that and they're going to have you replace it, whether it's a window, put a new window in, or put siding over top of it. One nice thing about this house is it's all been replaced with replacement vinyl windows, as you can see. However, it looks like the window sills need to be painted before they start to rot out. This porch looks like it was redone recently. For some reason they have a little catwalk and they cut a hole through that, which is kind of strange, but whatever, we'll roll with it. So as we enter the building, this is the upstairs unit. This is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath unit, and this takes up the entire upstairs of the house. It looks as if someone has begun to attempt to renovate this up here. Not the best quality work that I've seen, but it's also not the worst. This room here that I'm walking into, they're using as a pantry of sorts. However, it is considered one of the bedrooms out of the 3, but it's very tiny and tenants are not going to like rooms that are this small. Next, we're going to head into the bathroom. It's actually a decent sized bathroom, and it appears to have all new items in it. New toilet, new vanity, new shower. This bathroom I'm well pleased with. Now we're heading into what I would consider to be the living room, and there is a decent sized bedroom off to the left here. This is about as small as a bedroom that I would like to see. Now we head into the dining room and there's laundry off to the right here in the closet. And then to the left is the master bedroom. It is the largest of the 3. This is a very good sized bedroom. Look at that nice porch, and you can see in the right hand corner over there is the cat hole I was talking about earlier. The upstairs tenant wanted a cat to come in this sliding door. Now we're going to take a look upstairs in the attic where that new efficiency furnace is set up. See that pipe hanging down in the ceiling here that I was talking about where the old one was. I did not see any signs of the roof leaking. You can see all the new plywood sheathing that they put on when they did the new roof. There's no wet spots or anything, so it tells me the roof is in good shape. So here's the 1-bedroom unit. I was able to get into the 2-bedroom unit, but the tenants were there, so I didn't feel comfortable filming them and their stuff. However, as you can see, this is the worst of all the units. It's a lot of updating, and it looks like a hoarder lives here. 200 grand all day, baby.
Yeah, right. I'm thinking more like 100 now. I was thinking 150 before I saw this part.
Yeah, this is rough. Man. This bathroom needs a complete gut job. Everything in it was just destroyed. And now we're going to walk into what resembles a living room. I know a lot of people that would just walk out of this house after seeing this apartment. However, this is what money looks like. Clean all this up, remodel it, and you can rent this thing for $800 to $900. Now we're going to head into the most important part of the house, the basement. They have all 3 hot water tanks here in the basement, and 2 out of the 3 furnaces are in the basement. As you saw, the other furnace was in the attic. Actually, all 3 furnaces and all 3 hot water tanks are pretty new, and they all look to be in good condition. This one, as you can see, has some draft issues because that pipe is missing. This basement was installed with a water collection system. There's a trench that goes all the way around the perimeter on the inside. It's got gravel and it's got a French drain that all drains to the sump pump here. All of the sewer plumbing in the house has been replaced with PVC. However, it does go to cast iron that goes to the street. All 3 panel boxes are 100 amps, and these breaker boxes seem to be pretty new, and it has the flip breakers in them. Now that I've shown you guys the walkthrough of this property, it's time to do the post-analysis. As you can see here on Realtor.com, here's the property. They're asking $199,000 for it. So we are going to open up our spreadsheet. All right, so they're asking $199,000. I have estimated that the work that needs to be done throughout the units is at least $20,000, and then the sidewalk outside is going to be $5,000. So I have a total cost to make rent ready of $25,000. My interest rate is 8%, 20 years to pay off the mortgage, and total down payment is 20%. So here's all those numbers. The rents I can get between the 3 units is $2,850. I have my 1 month's worth of vacancy here, as always. Maintenance, I'm going to put at 5%. Property management, 10%. Insurance, $600. So here's the property. I'm going to run a report. Scroll down to the bottom. Here are my taxes. So I'm going to add those up real quick. 641 plus 1722 plus 748. That gives me 3,111. So I'm going to edit this. 111. Okay. As you can see here, let me scroll up. This is my cash on cash return with these numbers. 10%. Way too low. So this needs to be adjusted quite a bit. So let's try 110,000. Let's see what that gives me for a cash on cash return. 27, so a little bit higher. 120. So as you can see, 120,000 gives me a 25% cash on cash return. So that is what I'm going to offer. I'm going to contact my realtor and offer $120,000, and we will see what happens. So I had my realtor put in an offer for this house before I edited this video, so I included it in here. The seller responded with a big fat no, and they did not even counter offer me. They said I was too low to bother with. So we're going to forget about this property. We're going to leave that offer out there in case they want to come back. This is a good example of when you need to just walk away from a property. Don't get too emotionally attached to it. There's always more out there. So I hope this video helped. I'm going to end it here and subscribe to the channel. All right, bye.